outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in Week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working out of the gun. Love. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU, and Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him, his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 31-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Love keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Green Bay.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20, 10,
ain't doing nothing.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Abdullah to return. "34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Love, they go play action now. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Love. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Cook, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Dalvin Cook.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
15-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Love now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's up and good.
27. Packers
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now down to 20. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 48 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Davante Adams.
Davante Adams. there to make the grab. And the Packers get a score closer.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
The score, Vikings 34, Packers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Love from the gun. Airing it out deep for Smith. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up second and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Love. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it again with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself.
They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Love looking to throw it. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Off the play fake, Love. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Wide open, complete.
They're not even trying to do anything.
Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 93 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Love taking it in. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. But having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down. To throw again. Love. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Dean Lowry, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they work this out past the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers get a score closer. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Vikings 51. Packers
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at at their own 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Rodgers now to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
44-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. Oh, going for Jefferson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 44 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down, Green Bay.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The Pro Bowl wideout Davante Adams, his intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Rodgers.
And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a Packer first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
46-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And
my goodness, another interception. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Again, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Working out of the gun. Love. Flushed out right. Going for it all. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Justin Jefferson. Incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.